All right, give us a second. We're trying something a little bit new here. So,
You fix it.
yeah, well, I'm trying to get just a closer shot. So
It takes like a very
I know
awkward 13 seconds.
it's like
to
a
feel.
very awkward amount of time. This is awkward. It's very awkward.
I could
No
stand up and
volume.
Look, I'm telling you.
Hello, co-host.
Wait, our volume's on. We just obviously. I'm not
This
gonna-
volume, it should be on now. I hit the mute button originally.
I think this is good.
Oh, I like this a lot better.
This looks good.
Yeah, this looks way better.
I think.
Okay, can everybody hear us? How we doing? Yes, go Pats. What's up, Mola Man? Anthony the Mola Man. Costa Mom, Coach N, Duke Mom's here. What's going on, everybody? All you gamblers ready to get things rolling or what?
We should put this like here so that we're not looking away from. That's small
The what?
potatoes.
The who?
We'll work on that.
Oh yeah. Well, once I can get a bigger desk that spreads out a little bit more, so we could actually like move up and.
You call this a desk?
Well, no, I call it a folding table from my shed.
Yeah,
That's what
right.
I call it. All right.
I liked your imagination.
Yes. So if there was ever a transfer station studio, this is it. Everything here came from my shed, or a transfer station
I like
dump.
it.
Yeah, you know, it happens. Okay, good. Let's see if I unmute this and.
It's gonna
Yep,
loop,
there we go.
isn't it?
No, I just muted again. I have not updated my widget. That widget is wrong. We, as a group, have done very well. We are at 145 subscribers. So, good job. We are almost to 150. I am hoping I'll get that other 5 this week because we'll talk a little bit about that. So, Costa Mom says I'm muted. Am I muted again? No, I'm not muted again. Okay. So, hello everybody. Welcome. It looks like I don't know how many here, but I've got the camera turned around, so I'm reading the chat off to the side. But we're using the really good camera right now. So we essentially have like you guys, a couple different stream windows open, whole bunch of stuff. Welcome to Tin Can Thursday. Welcome to Tin Can Thursday. Lip reading.
Yeah, I'm making sure they're not. They
What?
saying Anthony can hear us.
Oh yeah? Oh, all right. Excellent. So if you cannot hear us, try to refresh. Should be working. All right. So Tin Can Thursday extended edition. It is now currently 6:24. We are gonna wrap this up somewhere probably between 7:30 and 7:45. And for those of you that did not catch all of or any of the stream from Monday at the Big E, that's the new co-host. That's Lindsay. Everybody say hello to Lindsay. So you're gonna see her on a lot of the stuff here. Definitely on the extended version of Tin Can Thursday. The extension, it is Tin Can Thursday extended to Touchdown Thursday, which this will turn into a quasi talk about the NFL. Everything from just regular games, theory, fantasy, what we'd like to see, how good or bad the Patriots are doing as Bill fails or Mac Jones poops himself. So it could be any of those.
Not that bad yet.
It is not. They're doing really well. So that's what we're going to do here on Thursdays, and you will probably find her in a lot of the other stuff too, because we've been talking about like board game night, and
It's mostly because Sean hangs out with me
All the time.
60% of his life.
Yes.
And the other
Yes, that's true.
40% is mostly sleeping.
That's very true.
So
Yeah, I mean, so let me see, 20. I've known you for half your life, more than half your life at this point, right?
yeah, I met you in 1996.
Yeah, so it's been more than half your life. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
we old.
We're getting old. And now, so, we have producer Stephanie. Now we're also going to have a producer Megan. Because there's two of us, we need to expand the herd a little bit. So you will see a lot of producer Megan and a lot of producer Stephanie, much to their begrudging desire. It'll definitely happen. And you'll see how they get like, ugh. Because, as I said on Monday, they have to deal with us. And we are the same person in two different bodies. You will find that a lot. So I hope everybody enjoys tonight. And, we are going to kick off Tin Can Thursday in normal fashion. So let's pop a drink and let's start talking about stuff that's upcoming first. So, what do we have here? We have Odd 13 Brewing. This is a hazy India Pale Ale, code name Superfan. It's in Lafayette, Colorado.
I'm going to point something else. They're saying that we're quiet. I wonder if it's...
Quiet?
They said they need a tin can and a string to hear us.
Really?
Let me try it.
Try it. Let's try it. Let me see if I can... I don't know if that'll help any, but we'll try it.
Hopefully.
So hopefully it works.
Let us see.
Let's see. So, So Odd 13 Brewing, 6.5% by volume. It's got Citra hops, Simcoe, and Ute-Knot. So it's made with malt, 2-row of Golden Promise, a red wheat, a white wheat, and Carafoam. So, I don't know. It's a cool looking bottle. It is a very cool looking bottle. We'll try this, and then the second one we have are both. I had two of them, so it's from Night Shift, a place here. Ooh, I can already smell it. A place in Massachusetts. Snacks. There'll be snacks.
Yeah,
I got pizza.
I don't want your old used pizza.
Ooh, that is hoppy.
Yo, you didn't even give me that. You need to smell it first.
Oh, you can.
I know you can smell it, but you need to really smell it.
Go ahead, try it.
It definitely has like a fruity.
I would like that with like. For me, I could drink that with like a nice chicken.
You cannot.
With like maybe like some sort of like garlic butter over it. It'd be good. That garlic would like smooth it out really nice.
It is pretty smooth.
Oh, Costa Mom. Yeah. Where the nuts at?
Yeah, he said snacks, but there ain't no snacks. Yeah, it definitely has it's a more subtle, like typical IPAs have like a really strong
right
bitter hoppy. This one has like a more smooth, and it's kind of through the whole taste instead of kicking you in the face at the end.
Which is nice, because I don't like it when it kicks you in the
No, nobody likes
teeth.
that. Who likes that?
Ugh. I hate the IPAs
Listen,
that do that.
Fly, if you see me slapping around, there's a reason.
Yes, and I just had it in front of me, and I went to you.
Okay.
So good luck. So to a non-beer, what is hoppy?
Hoppy.
Is that like grassy?
Well,
so how would you describe hoppy?
Well, hops are a plant.
They are.
So it's a plant that grows really tall. It's related to marijuana. It grows 12 feet tall, and it is often what most other people see as hemp products later.
Yes.
They use the rest of the plant. So the hops themselves, they almost look like a little, like a briar or something. They're supposed to be a flower, but they're only green. And they have like a citrusy scent, and they can give you a fruity flavor, and it depends on, of course, all these proprietary brands go out and try different hops and add specific ones, and they go to different producers where they believe this one is less bitter or whatever. They choose them based on what result they're trying to get. But overall, hops has like a fruity scent, sort of like a citrus taste, with kind of a floral taste kind of at the end.
Yes.
But it gives the beer bitterness, which sounds like it would be bad, but in all foods and drinks would be something you want for balance.
Oh, I don't know. Did I tell all of you guys that she's actually a professional chef. So there is that. So to this whole like, beer review thing, and like when we go out and do food, like you will hear us talk about food a lot.
I might go a little too in depth on things.
Yeah, but that's okay. I like it.
You need to know.
So that's what'll happen. But that is correct. Have you ever seen the way they bale the hops up to like send them out?
No.
So like the big producers, they have like one hop. So like let's take a big one like a Budweiser, right? So they use, literally tons of hops every year. So they have these huge factories where they have like these front end loaders, and it's just hops everywhere. And they scoop the hops up and they put them into the grinder and then grind them up, and then it goes down into a chute and they package it up in that white packaging. It looks like this huge, like
it's like a grain bag,
almost
right?
like a hay bale.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've seen that.
But it's not that big. It looks like an oversized kilo like cocaine.
Yeah, well, I thought you were going to tell me that they put them in like cute little bouquets. And
No,
I was like,
well, for homebrewing they do.
I was going to say about
They do.
that.
So, and that's something we're probably going to get to since it's October. I need to brew me my October beer. I'm going to go out and get the stuff, and then...
Do they use them dry or fresh?
Is
there an
usually,
option?
yes. So you can get them fresh.
Okay.
You can. They usually cost a lot, and that's one of those things where you'd have to go like the day of.
Right. Obviously, because it's a flower.
So you can dry hop stuff. So like...
Oh, right. Of course, I've heard that term.
Yep. So like the first like beer I probably brew will be an extract. So to show everybody kind of a little bit of the process in case people want to try it at home. And then the second beer we brew will be more of malt, but more of grain rather. So with the malt, it's tough to dry hop with the malt. With the extract, the malt extract, because the malt extract, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like a really liquidy glue. It's
Gross.
Wicked sticky. It's wicked sweet. You can eat it raw. It's not bad for you. But you do it up, and then you put your hop in.
Well, technically, isn't it like a form of sugar that the plant has?
Yep.
So,
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So, but when I do the grain brewing, you could technically dry hop it before you actually used the grains and the malt to brew. Not that I would. I've never done it before. You can. Maybe it's something. Well, maybe we'll try it. I don't know. But we'll do a couple of big batches. And,
I would assume if you started with the hops, it would extract more of the flavor of that early.
It will.
Versus the grain in the malt. Like I usually prefer beers that are more like a loaf of bread.
Yes.
Like I like it to be thick bodied and I appreciate the balance of a hop, but it's not my.
Wait till we try the night shift.
Okay.
So when I had my Berkeley beer shirt on I bought the other day, so some of these guys were here for that. But when I was at Berkeley Beer the other day, they were making I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was a dark chocolate stout with banana, and I thought they were calling it like, I don't know if it was banana sundae or banana split they were calling it. And I was like super excited to try it. So I think it was in the fermentation process. So it had like another week or something to go before it was ready to be bottled. So I cannot wait to go back there and try that. Speaking of Berkeley Brewers, that reminds me. So a couple things. One is I have finally mounted a holder for my motorcycle.
No.
So provided...
For that thing?
Not for the whole gimbal, but just for the phone. If I could mount it for the whole gimbal, that would be epic, but no.
Seems dangerous, but go on.
So tomorrow, if I can dance around the raindrops and get my bike cleaned up, I got a couple things to do. The windshield, I think I can get a pretty good picture on it. I would say very soon we will go for that. We're going to take a motorcycle ride, and we are going to go to a couple of different breweries. I have two of them I think that I would go to on a nice motorcycle ride, like through the back roads. Go to the brewery, have one beer, grab an appetizer, great, get on it, head to another one, repeat the process, and then call it a day.
Well, tomorrow looks like it's not
tomorrow's
your day.
Gonna rain, right? I know it's
like
supposed to rain.
Really bad.
Really?
Just checked.
So,
But I appreciate.
Maybe we won't go and like get the bike washed and cleaned up and looking good. Maybe that'll be a Saturday project. Yeah. What else do we have coming up? So on this Saturday, we are gonna go watch the band Topaz again. They're playing at the Cove, so we'll be down there live streaming that. I think they start at, I want to say it was 6:30. I'm gonna find out tomorrow.
Which means, those of you that watch the Big E stream, that means he doesn't want me to paint a unicorn with rainbows on his face on Saturday.
No, that's not happening Saturday. No.
Well, when is it gonna happen? Coach paid a lot of money so that we would.
They're gonna take a lot of crowdfunding for that to happen.
I'm still doing it. So, if it ain't Saturday, it ain't Saturday. But it's happening. I don't care if I come over here and paint it on you in your sleep.
So, Saturday will be Topaz at the Cove. You are more than all welcome to come here. I know there are a couple of other streams going on. I think Rope Drop has their stream going on. He's got the After Dark going. So, y'all make sure you get over there and you support him. And, for those of you that can do the dual stream, great. So, good deal. I'll be streaming there until like 9:30 or 10 o'clock at night. So, come on, see me. Go see him. Bounce back and forth. Twirl around, stand on your head, and do a jig. Be there, Saturday. On October 2nd, which is a week from Saturday.
Yes,
right?
Is, sir.
A week from Saturday, we are going to be the Hot Mess Express. And we are going to do a live gig.
You are going to be the Hot Mess Express.
I've been practicing.
Yeah?
I'm nervous. We should probably practice this week, like feverishly. But
what you doing Saturday?
So right? Really. So on the 2nd from 10 to 2, there will be at least a partial. I don't know if I'll do the whole thing. We
do know though through the Big E stream that what would be fun is if they don't know what it is yet, but
they don't know what it is.
But it would be really fun if they could see it from our perspective. Nobody sees that.
Well, that's very true.
With us, like up close and us bantering in between. It'd be hilarious.
That would be something. So we are gonna live gig, which is really this will be the first time since before COVID that we've played out together. She played out, what'd you say, once?
I've played out once since the pandemic.
Since the pandemic. I have not played out since the pandemic. Haven't done anything. We were planning on it. We had actually been starting to practice, and I had put some emails out to do the fair circuit around here in Massachusetts. Pandemic hit, and then that all goes by the wayside. And then our band that we have, well, when it was all together, Funk and Country, one guy moved to N Country, moved to Florida.
He did not say what you thought he said.
The other guitarist is playing somewhere else. The drummer's off doing who knows whatever. So it kind of splintered, and the pandemic hasn't helped. But we are gonna gig. It's just a small little church gig. We were asked to play at a local church, and I think it's gonna be fun. So it'll either be really awesome, considering we really haven't done much in the last couple of years, or it'll be a spectacular dumpster fire, which either way you are all gonna want to witness. Yeah. So
it's all acoustic. We're used to, our band is normally 6 or more, and it's all electric.
And there's a lot of drive.
Yeah, and I don't even play guitar in that band, so that'll be fun. We'll be just the band together.
We're gonna be doing our own thing. We're gonna be jamming. So thankfully,
I just might get a Dick Van Dyke set of tambourines for my feet, and I need a bass drum for my back. Maybe I have the thing for the harmonica.
Cymbal clappers around your waist.
Maybe like one of those wind-up monkey toys.
I'll play the kazoo.
What about the nose flute?
I've never played the nose flute. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I'll try that too.
You can't do it at the same time.
It only plays one note, right?
You can shut the kazoo at the other side. You can shut the kazoo
off and okay.
No, you didn't get that.
So, yeah. So we'll be there.
Yeah, I say that to AAU.
What is
Triton. When is the face painting?
He's trying to avoid it. Painting? I'm avoiding that like the plague.
You know what though? Maybe we can make a bet that if he doesn't do it before the 2nd, he has to wear it on the 2nd.
Oh,
for the
can you
whole
imagine?
Show. It'll be perfect. And it's a church group.
It's a church group that my mother's part of. Oh my
She won't be there though, so she won't see it. It'll be fine.
He'd be like, was that your son? Was that him? He had like this rainbowy thing with a horn going right up over his bald head.
Yeah, it was like Kiss. But it was sort of...
It was Kiss on LSD.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
gads.
I like it.
Oh, yeah. See, look. Oh, I like it. You can just paint the top of his head. Oh, here we go.
Listen, I've seen him with the whole top of his head painted before, so I don't know why he's so resistant to the unicorn. And to be honest, there could be worse people. I do remember, and you got paint everywhere. But
because it was hot,
you could ask somebody to draw a worse unicorn on your head, because at least I won't make it look phallic.
Well, that's true. I could have Sherry come down and do it. She's a designer.
But isn't she from like northern Mass?
Yeah, they're somewhere like north of Boston. So
yeah, it seems. I'm not sure that it's that good of a show on the second that you want to come down for it. But hey,
I have like the half face tattoo. I look like Mike Tyson up there.
Perfect. Can I take like Halloween stuff is out now? Can I get the stuff that they put on your teeth and put like a little section missing from your ear?
You could, like a little bit missing out of here.
Except then I would have to be Mike Tyson?
At the church you'd have to be
removed the ear?
Yeah, Evander Holyfield. I can play Evander Holyfield. I like it. I think he was bald for that boxing match too, if I remember right.
Yes, I do believe
right?
so.
He was bald during that boxing match. So I'll be Holyfield, you be Tyson.
Perfect. I'll work on my list.
On my list.
Yeah.
So also, you're going to get a double dose on the second, because after that live gig, I have tickets to the Jack-O-Lantern Spectacular at Roger Williams Zoo for 7 o'clock. So that's neat. I won't ruin it. You can go look it up online, I guess, if you really want to get a flavor.
Seen it partly in the Big E when he went into the Ryland building.
That's right. I did show them the facsimile of...
I'm sure you, like, wherever you're from, there's probably a lot of areas that are following suit, but this is like half of our zoo is loaded with...
Yes. Yeah, it is. Literally half the zoo.
And it's a big zoo. I don't mean to say, like, we have...
No, we've been.
Oh, right.
A couple of times. Yeah.
So, like, half of our zoo is filled with not just, like, I carved a pumpkin. Like, these are wild. So.
Yes. Like, incredible, like, designs. It's literally artistry.
In fact, I'm hoping that Sean really does go more than once, because if he goes on...
He'll go twice.
Yeah, if he goes on the Saturday...
He'll go twice.
It's early, so maybe it won't be too bad, but you guys... And you'll see something different if he goes twice, but you don't want him to miss anything from side to side if it's really crowded there. Because we've had years that we've gone through that you're just like shuffling.
Yeah, you are butts to elbows the whole way through, and it is so... For those of you that have watched the streams from Roger Williams, if you go... if you go there and you watch the streams, and the stream was...
I'm going to look that up, Sherry. I don't know if it sets the record for number of pumpkins carved.
The stream was the one where we saw the big, huge turtle on the bridge. So it's like that whole area.
Oh, you were there? Yeah, that spot.
Yeah. That turtle was like the size of this table. I'm not kidding. It was massive. They have a turtle in the Marsh Reserve over there. That's just like wild. It's like the size of this table. It's huge. So we're gonna do that at least definitely once on the second. So the second will be a double stream. I'm gonna end the stream at the church. Gonna take a break for a few hours, reset, and then we're gonna go live once we're at the zoo, because it's gonna take a little bit to get in, kind of get through the gates and stuff.
All it says is that this is a nationally acclaimed Jack-O-Lantern Spectacular.
I don't know about this year, but at one year we went, I thought that was part of the write-up on it. And I can't remember what year it was, is that they had more Jack-O-Lanterns there than anywhere else in, I don't know if it was the world, but definitely the United States. It's big. So you don't want to miss that. And I'll probably going back a second time with her and a bunch of our other friends. So you'll probably get it twice this month.
You saw at the beer festival, if you watched
that. Yes. Probably. What else? And then in the month of October, we were invited to go back to Berkeley Beer Company, because they're doing like this whole big Oktoberfest thing. So we're gonna try to swing over there. There's like yodeling and like Oktoberfest
Yodeling,
beer
sort of
and-
like October 2nd.
Yeah. Yes. Yodeling, just like October 2nd. So Sherry Marr, I saw the thing about Giuliani and the whole like running. So what that goes back to is there was, I mean, I've actually painted my head a couple of times. That is really not foreign to me, but
In
we were
1999.
we were doing like the band thing, and the color was blue. And instead of doing blue and black, I believe I painted yellow
You did,
on the back
blue and yellow.
for the band that we were, the marching band that we were in the Bristol 4th of July parade with, and the whole thing melted. So I went out specifically and bought stage paint that was sweat resistant because I knew it was going to be hot. And I don't think I made it halfway through. It had all melted and ran back, and like there was a big like yellowy green streak that just like ran down the back
Have
of
you
my neck.
ever
And
left
it was a hot mess.
Yeah, ice cream cake out for too long?
That's literally what it was.
Yeah, and then I remember Sean laying on the pavement later, and
Ayo.
at the end, and everybody just pouring water on him, and that blue paint, and I think the yellow stained your head.
It did. It did. It took like 3 showers before it
I
came
do
off.
remember your sister
Yep.
helping you get it off.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So one of the other things we are going to start doing, at least
Lita
for
hoses.
now. Yeah. Did you see that?
Yeah, I see.
So, crayons on the radiator, yes. So one of the other things we're going to be doing is, well, let me scroll through. Let me see who I can see that's here. So hello to Costa Mom, Sherry, Sam, Shona, AAU is here, Snoopy, who else? Duke Mom. Duke Mom, I see Cyberflyer in the chat. Awesome. 222.
You're being challenged.
Nicholas
I think, directly.
Patello. Am I?
Oh, Tiffany's telling us that we messed up, that we were supposed to set the face paint.
Hey, Tiffany.
Probably like, I don't really wear makeup, but when I pay for somebody to put on my makeup,
Me neither.
there is setting spray. That's probably what she's talking
Oh,
about.
that could be. Hi, Tiffany. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, it definitely does make you feel hotter if that's what you're talking about.
Yes, it does.
We are, in fact, a few weird seconds behind you, so...
We are.
I'm not
Sorry.
sure if you've answered me yet, but...
We're watching the chat through YouTube on the computer, so I'm not seeing it as fast as I would even see it on the phone. But one of the other parts of this, since we have just about an hour to go, is on Thursdays, we're obviously going to talk football now, but we have also discussed doing basketball once basketball season rolls around, because, well, I don't mind watching basketball. Of course, being from Boston, the Celtics are my team, and Lindsay is a very big basketball fan anyways, so particularly the Celtics.
Sean is my only basketball-loving friend.
Yeah, so we talk basketball probably an unhealthy amount during basketball season, but it happens.
Tough, though, like, because of the football season, it starts
The
to
crossover's
overlap.
weird.
It's hard for me to follow
Crossover's
two sports.
weird. But let's talk a little football.
Yeah, so I feel like Sean really only brought me here because I'm his fantasy football commissioner in his original league.
In the league.
Yeah, this sort of started as we used to go out on Monday nights to the same bar all the time.
All the time.
And one day, my work crew asked me if I would join their fantasy football league because they said, "Well, you're a Patriots fan, you watch football, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I watch football all day." On
Like
Sunday."
religion up here,
Yeah.
right? At this point.
And they're like, "Well, boy, do you need to join the fantasy football league." So I did, and I loved it so much week 1 that I made us create a league week 2. We drafted like on a Tuesday
6
night.
teams.
Yeah, we started at
6
6
teams.
teams. We've been up to 14, which is terrible. Those of you that play fantasy football.
Ugh.
Our 14
No
team league
thanks.
was really tough to
No
get
thanks.
in any waivers. You were pretty much stuck with who you
That
drafted,
was
and it was
awful.
just trash.
It's awful.
So we're down to 12. I don't think anybody that plays in our league will probably ever watch this, but I'm secretly hoping that we can boot out a couple of slacker people in our league. So
I would
maybe
like
we
to
can
go
get,
10.
10 would be
10
nice.
would be nice. 10 would be nice, and any less than 10 is just optimal because every week you can just stream basically a top 10 player.
Yeah, it's tough though because I find that so we did a 6-team league. We did a 6-team league at work one year, and it was nice that there was talent available, but sometimes you really got knocked down tiers. So like somebody would need a running back and they'd pick up this running back that you could start the next week. They're getting like 25 points in a game, and then the next person who picks up a running back, we're at the same trash that we are in a 12-team league. So I guess it depends on the year, it depends on the players. It could be a crapshoot, really.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I know you play in another league. I play in 2 12-team leagues. So our own league, and then I play in an outside 12.
Let's see. Yes, the other league I play in is 10, which I'm not doing very good in, and I feel my team has a better roster than our league. So this is
Sean showed me his league for a hot second, like 2 minutes before
this is
we
our
started.
league. This is
this is our league?
This is our league right here that I have up.
And you're also sucking?
No, I'm 1-1 here, which is good. I'm all right with that's fine. I don't even mind losing. You know what I don't like is getting the doors blown off.
It's tough.
I don't care if I lose, but at least make it like closer. I can kind of be like, yeah, come on, I'm almost in. Then you go like, oh man, too bad I lost.
Well, especially
But at
like
least
the
it was
beginning of the
close, you know?
season, like, 'cause you get all amped up. Because, for our league, I always say that the later we can go, closer to the beginning of the season. Like, ideally, I'd rather go with this year was perfect.
Oh, it was awesome.
Because they had
this year.
that 1 week in between the preseason and the regular season starting, so we did it that weekend, and we did it on the Sunday. So it was like we had preseason football that we could watch for a month. Well, not even a month. And then we had this one,
3 weeks
the draft,
in.
and then you're ready to go. And at the beginning of the season, you're all hyped up because, well, I don't know. I listen to like 4 different podcasts. That's all I
you're
do.
crazy. I don't listen to that many. You listen to like.
And when I was
I
working
know where
from
you find
home,
the time.
like all of my lunch breaks, I had like NFL Network on. Now I'm like, I'm missing stuff because I've been back to work for a month, so I can't watch it at work. People are around.
That's why you need the AirPods now. And you put an AirPod in and you can.
Stinking Xfinity, I can't stream away from my home network. So all I can listen to is my podcast, so I miss NFL Network.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't log in on You can't log into Xfinity?
I can't stream my channels from Xfinity anywhere else.
Really?
And I can't even do the NFL Network
Ooh.
app. Well, the NFL app where you can look at, and there's an NFL Network app. I can't even bring those up because they don't accept Xfinity as like your login.
Oh,
So my
kidding.
heart breaks. The only thing I can get is like the NFL app videos that pop up like 3 times a day.
Great.
I can listen to my podcast, which is good because I sort of get behind on them from time to time because it's probably more hours than I secretly have in a day.
Yeah.
You know?
What about like ESPN? I don't know.
ESPN,
I mean, it's
I have
okay,
the
I guess,
ESPN
but.
A
It
VPN,
sounds better than
Sherry?
nothing,
I don't know if that
so-
works though, like, because it has to know my IP address to know that I'm home, right?
VPN.
So I don't know if that would work.
I know what a VPN is. I've never used one. Like, I understand the concept of it, but I don't really know how it works.
The only thing I've ever done with a VPN is break my Fire Stick.
Break it? You broke your Fire Stick?
You know, it's like where you're illegally
Oh.
watching things.
Oh, that kind of break.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So I would say.
Yeah, Shari, I know that you can do it if you have different providers that you can log in. Like, I know that if you had DirecTV, you can do it, but for me, my Xfinity, it won't let me log in.
She streams from your house when she's in London at school? Wow. So that must be the VPN thing. She's making her, wherever she is, look like she's at home.
Oh, I guess that.
Right? So
yeah.
maybe that's the benefit of the VPN, is that you could make.
I know
wherever
you can
are,
do that
like
because
you're
you can
actually at
change.
your
Like,
house.
people have told me
right?
to change. There's
you
a way you
change
can.
your IP address or something in it.
Yeah, there's a
right?
way you can like mask where you are for like Netflix, because Netflix gets
Right.
different stuff in
Yes.
different like zones, regions.
Yes.
I don't know.
That's
We
it.
have a friend that's very smart who's not watching this. He's very smart with
Where is he?
computery stuff, and maybe I could ask him.
Where is he?
He already has trouble streaming NFL stuff. He can't stream the Patriots down in Florida.
Really?
Yeah.
Why doesn't he get the Sunday ticket? Because
yeah, if I had Sunday ticket, I could watch whatever I wanted.
he can get the student version because he's through his school.
So
That's what I got.
But I'm
Why
broke.
don't you get it?
I'm broke.
I think it cost me $30 for the year.
You could give me
Internet
your
only.
login information.
Yeah, when you leave today.
I'm just saying. But I still can't watch NFL Network. It's only the games, right? For Sunday ticket?
Yeah, and I mean, you can watch any of their other.
We can do the games,
content
and then
about
they have like
games
the
and-
speed up live
Yes.
play, whatever.
Yeah. Yep. And then the red zone's nice.
You have red
I
zone
don't
too?
know. Yeah, it comes with red zone.
Red zone like gives me anxiety. It's like
It's
everything's
too much.
happening.
Yeah,
there's
it's
a
all
lot
at once.
happening.
There's a lot going on. I don't know.
You know what I usually do is I watch the Patriots. Like I want to watch the Patriots game with like the local coverage.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. I want to see everything that happens because that was like where I started my fandom.
It's good.
But I'll watch whatever we have as our games throughout the day. I'll flip back and forth for like if we have dual coverage. Sometimes we'll have two games, and then you'll find me at night during the week watching the replays.
Like
and
watching the replay.
yeah, Megan calls it old football.
The
I like
old football. You're playing old football right
Yeah,
now.
she's like, oh, she's watching old football. We're fine.
So where is alright, so look here, right? Look here.
All right, so you
Where
were supposed to
is-
show me your team, maybe of the other league.
Oh yeah, you wanna see that?
Yeah, because I hate that. You know,
Let's see
I
that.
say this to Sean every year, and he doesn't listen to me. I feel like he drafts with his heart.
This year I didn't.
You did better this year,
I
but
did
there's
do a
like
little
been years
better.
where he's drafted
My draft
all.
has been terrible.
They're all Patriots or ex-Patriots, and I'm like, there's a reason we got rid of them.
Yep.
Like,
Has been terrible. Where's my other team?
Sherry, yeah.
Here it is.
Stresses me out.
Here it is. Here's my other team. So my other team's pretty stacked. I haven't won a game yet. I feel like I should have, but
Well, you know what?
Look
so
at
like
it.
my other league last year, I scored the most points, and I think I outscored everybody else by something stupid.
oh yeah, you had a really weird year. So listen to this. This is
I had
stupid.
I think I outscored everybody by over 100 points when you looked at my total, but I lost almost every game because everybody else that I
Had,
played
the
head to
week of
head.
their life.
Yeah, it was the week that they had the greatest scores ever, and then we get to the end and I didn't even get in. They had six teams were in the playoffs, and I was like team 7, and I was like, mother. I don't even understand how you guys did this to me every week, and I didn't even choose bad. You know how sometimes when you're playing and you look at it and you're like, wow, I put the wrong person in. At least I would have felt better if I
Right?
did, but I didn't. And it's like I would have beaten everybody else in the world, but not you guys today.
Oh, look at this. So this today I posted a link. A lot of these.
I take
a lot
it
of
that
these.
Brian is from the Buffalo area because he wanted you to draft Bills. Who they
wait,
are
who?
upsetting me this year, the Bills. Really.
AAU says the Jets or the Giants. Change your shirt. You want you to wear a Jets or a Giants shirt?
I would never.
Can you wear a Harry Styles shirt, host? No. No.
You can wear a Harry Styles shirt.
I guess
I'll wear
I
another
could.
football team.
I could.
I'll wear another. I have some other football team stuff, but it has to
Oh,
be
yeah.
for a real good reason that I have it.
Well, I don't know. I got Stephon Diggs in our league, and he's been okay.
I haven't followed his.
He hasn't
scores
been.
this week.
Well, so right now he is at 2021.
Yeah, but even Josh Allen. Let me look at Josh Allen
got-
for the past couple weeks.
He's been targeted 21 times. He's got 13 catches across 2 games, 129 yards.
Now I saw that. So you
Um,
guys know we went to the fair this week, so I've been a little behind on catching up on the week 2 other games that we weren't able to see. But I did watch the first game with the Bills. It was
So he has 64 and a half yards per game, which for me,
64 yards is decent,
it's
but
not-
if you don't get any touchdowns.
right, and he's right. So he's got 1 touchdown, so he's not even getting 1 a game. His yards per reception are 9.9, which I like. His yards after catch per reception is 1.8.
All right, so he catches the ball and falls down.
That means the dude's taking the ball and he's just literally laying out his body length
so
and falling to the ground.
Can we talk this trash that Josh Allen was?
We'll see it pop up here in a second. That means I can't see the other side of the camera, but thank you. Oh, thank you, Triton.
Yeah, Josh Allen, like the first week against Pittsburgh.
So-
I guess I expected that to be one heck of a game.
On the bottom it said starting the face painting fun. So thank you. I appreciate you hitting the tip jar. He wants to start
You
the
should
face painting fun.
Listen, no, dead serious.
You
Like,
guys.
no,
Oh,
listen,
God.
listen. You're at how many subscribers?
145.
Okay, you should say, this is,
Like when I get to 200.
no, this is too many.
Too many.
Don't be a clown.
100.
Just wear clown face paint. So you got what, like almost 10 this week from doing the fair, and you're
Yeah,
gonna
so to go off on a side tangent, right? So I started Monday
I still have Josh Allen
at
up,
like
so we're gonna get back to
130. I want to say it was 133 or 34, and then as of today, there's 145. So I picked up. Nope, I lie. I was at 135, I think, the day of the fair. I'd have to go back and watch. I think it was 135 because I wanted to get that last 5 to get to 140, which we did. We actually got to 141, and then today I wake up and there's 145. So we picked up 10 subscribers Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, in 4 days.
All right, so
That's great.
So you, between now and the 2nd, you're gonna do another Tin Can Thursday, and you're gonna do the Cove.
Yep. Yeah.
So, assuming that it's not as popular as the Big E, people probably search like the Big E. That's probably what the draw was.
Yeah.
What if we said 5 subscribers? If you get 5 more subscribers by the
man.
2nd, that you will wear the damn face paint.
Let's make it 10. You know why?
Because you'll never get it.
No. I'll get it because
I'm
here's
just
what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna
A lot of these guys
clown
here.
this up. These
A
people.
lot of these guys here will go to like their second and third accounts and just hit the subscribe button like
you
right
damn
now.
right. It better be. You guys better get it.
All right, if I can get 10 subscribers by October 2nd, which is how long?
8
It's
days.
eight days. Is that 8 days from today?
Yeah, it's
What's
Saturday,
today?
and then we go one.
Today's the 20.
So 7 days, Saturday to Saturday plus.
Yeah, Saturday
Friday.
to Saturday plus Friday plus tomorrow, right? So we have 8 days. If I can get 10 more subscribers in 8 days, then I guess we're gonna do a face painting stream.
Damn right.
And
wait, we have to stream it, or do you just have to wear the face paint during it? We'll start the stream
no,
on the second early.
I think we should show them the live face painting of the debauchery that is the face
Beautiful.
painting.
And the later we get to the church to set up, because by the way, I'm gonna be at a wedding in New Hampshire the night before, and New Hampshire is not close by, so I'm gonna come back
incredible.
half in the wrapper and tired, and we're gonna get up
This is
and
gonna
crack
be
a dawn.
great.
And if we're slow and late like you always are, the worse the unicorn and rainbow will come out. It's beautiful.
Are we gonna do it that day?
Oh yeah, you gotta wear it during the church gig.
Oh, I see what you're saying
It's
now.
going over your eye. Like I'm imagining a unicorn with. You say the horn up, but I think that's. I'm imagining the horn is here and then like rainbows around it.
Okay, we'll do it.
I won't go too far. I'll keep your other eye open.
We'll do it. The wedding is in New Hampshire. She's going to a wedding in New Hampshire.
It's a great question,
on the 1st.
Sherry. I don't know exactly where, but it's like 2 hours away from home. So that means it's like southern New Hampshire, but
Yeah,
still.
it's got to be like Portsmouth to maybe Londonderry.
It's like
ish,
a short
Manchester,
name.
Concord.
I don't think I put where it is in my phone. And obviously the invitation is not at your home because you ain't invited. No, just kidding. You don't know these people.
So yeah, so
Nope, I don't have it written down. So it's somewhere in southern New Hampshire, but it's because we have that gig on the 2nd. I'm not staying overnight. I'll be back because we're supposed to start at 9 a.m.
10 to 2.
Oh, thank God. Well,
10,
still,
10
I'm
to
probably
2.
gonna
It's
be
still
there at
like
9.
yeah.
And I gotta note to self like don't yell at the wedding. And
Yes,
like,
don't yell at the wedding and like
No
take your
singing.
vocal cords, please.
Yeah.
No.
Well, then you'll just have to sing and yodel the whole time.
Great. Yodel.
You
Can
know,
I yodel?
there was one.
Yodel.
There was at one point I thought I had Sean convinced that I would sing the male songs and he could sing all the female songs.
I'm still game for that.
All right, but you still got to take George Strait. I'll pull
Okay.
you Leanne Womack.
All right, so because we're gonna, so what? It's 7:05, and I'd really like to get to the Big E Fair review.
Yeah.
But anyways, so let me get back to Stephon Diggs. So Stephon Diggs, right? His longest reception has been 41 yards. He only has 1 touchdown. Now here's a dude that should be absolutely annihilating it because Josh Allen is a mobile quarterback, right?
Yes, so that's a reason that Stephon Diggs would not be.
Well, that tells me
annihilating
that
it.
something going on in that offense because Josh Allen is running, right? What's his stats?
Let me hot talk for a second, okay?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, Stephon Diggs was a rookie last year, so you can't take everything that he did for,
face value.
Second point here. They played Pittsburgh and Miami, and normally, like, as a Patriots fan, I would tell you that Miami sucked, but the past 3 years, they've had Brian Flores down there. They've really turned that team around.
They did.
They've gotten a lot of talent on that team. They do not suck. They're better than us.
Yep.
They're running the Bills for their money as the leader of the division. So the fact that they, put pressure on him, I know that they won and they didn't score any points, but the fact that the defense could hold him to 17 fantasy points, which, by the way, our scoring in our league is 4 points per passing touchdown, no PPR, just standard.
Oh, yeah.
So if that...
My other league's PPR.
Right, so those of you that play PPR, you might be like, wait, I don't know. So, yeah, you only had 17 points, which I would have thought, going into the draft, I, in my heart, put... And looking at my analysts that I follow, I put Josh Allen as, like, my third quarterback.
Yeah, I would have thought that.
Obviously, like, Pat Mahomes would have been my top one.
Assessment, so.
Because he's Mr. Consistent.
He is.
And then Kyler Murray, who is my quarterback in both leagues, thank goodness.
He's been doing very well.
Oh, he's been kicking your butts.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Terribly.
But, yeah, I would have thought Josh Allen would have done a lot better, but let's
Brian Case has bad play calling for Buffalo the first game.
Well, yeah, and I think that you gotta... I never trust week one. Because they come out of preseason. Everybody's like, oh, well, they did this in the preseason. I'm like, they played with all their B team people. They don't know what they're doing.
And then they had 3 preseason weeks.
Right.
They took that 4th week and made it an official week.
So I don't even want to really talk about the Pittsburgh game because that was just like a straight up. That was a game. Like I think when I was watching, I thought that there was only like 3 points scored in the first half of the game.
Yes.
And then the second half, so they ended up losing 16. Well, the Bills lost 16-23. Mm-hmm. So the game definitely picked up in the second half. But it was like, I remember my parents were over and they're like, this game's terrible. And I'm like, this game is great. They are kicking each other's butts.
Right.
I'm watching Ben Roethlisberger suck and get old on screen. And I'm watching the Pittsburgh defense eat Josh Allen alive.
And they did, handedly.
Did.
Yes,
the second game, he only passed for 179 yards. That's probably what happened. I'm going to check out the running backs in a second. He passed 1 interception. He had 5 rush attempts with 35 yards and no rushing touchdowns. So him being a rushing quarterback, that's probably what happened to his stats. Like, in any other year before 2019, I would have told you 17 was pretty good for a quarterback. But now, these quarterbacks in our standard scoring 4-point league are scoring like
20 plus points a game.
If you don't get 25, you're probably going to lose. Like your quarterback is going to tank your team. So let me check out. I know Zach Moss didn't play last.
Stephon Diggs last year in his rookie year, so he's on pace with the number of touchdowns. But in terms of like overall production, he is way, way off right now. Way off.
So I assume by looking at Devin Singletary that he ate Josh Allen's points. Only 13 rushing attempts.
I would assume so.
But he had 82 yards, so
Patrick
almost 100 yards.
QB.
He had a rushing... What?
Yeah, he did not... Patrick did not throw to Hill last week.
Oh.
Well, very, very little. Limited. He hit
Do you have
Hardman.
Hill this year?
He hit... I don't. He hit Hardman. He hit, obviously, Kels. He hit quite a bit.
Kelsey.
Kels.
His real name is Kels, but the NFL world's been calling him Kelsey.
Kelsey forever, so he just rolls with it. And who was the other one? Was it Robinson? I thought I saw Robinson in the mix on the highlight reel.
From week 2?
From week 2. So, that is true. Patrick did not. But I don't think you have to worry about him because he is...
Yes, you did see DeMarcus Robinson.
Right, DeMarcus Robinson did score. So, Patrick Mahomes is going to be fine.
But only on 4 targets.
Yeah, but he had high production on those 4 targets, didn't
Yeah, but
he?
like that's somebody that the clowns in our league will go and like at him.
Right, because they're like, oh look, he had a great week, and yeah, I would not do that.
A random flyer.
Although, so you know somebody.
I saw the end of when did Kansas City play?
4:00 game.
I thought it was a night game. Was it that it was
Might
evening?
Be the night game. But you know,
Yes,
so
yeah,
speaking
I saw that. That
of
was a
adding
game.
people that do good for a hot second. Somebody you're probably gonna want to watch, is Latavius Murray, because even though he's in what a 4 backs.
There
Three.
were
Three now?
3, and then let me pull up their depth
Right, because
chart.
it's Williams, Murray, Freeman, and
Did they drop Bell? Yeah.
Bell.
Okay,
I think
well,
Bell's still there, right?
When you say who they are, do you mean who they were?
What do you mean?
Like what they ended up with, because they started and like killed 2 running backs.
They did. So like no,
J.K. Dobbins.
I see what you're saying. No, like who they are now, right?
So
they
Tyson
do have,
Williams was their like 3rd running back.
right? Who's now their first? They're using him as the RB1.
Yeah, but even the first week that they had just Tyson and they added Latavius Murray, Le'Veon Bell, and Devontae Freeman. They kept Devontae Freeman on the practice squad that week. That's Latavius Murray right here.
Latavius Murray. I see Dante Freeman.
Yeah, this is
then
what they had. Le'Veon Bell's on the practice squad.
Le'Veon Bell's still on the practice squad. Okay.
He
So,
wasn't though.
I would watch him only because I think Freeman, although Freeman back in his day when he was at his peak,
He's too old.
would have been a great choice. He would be a great RB1, but
when
he
was
is
a
too
Falcon.
old. Yes, and he gets too hurt now. So they are only going to use him in situational 3rd down goal line stuff at most.
No, Devontae Freeman isn't even.
But if you don't have Murray now, you're going to want to pick him up because
Jesus,
only
I hope you picked him up 2
because
weeks ago.
I've already got him, at least in one of my teams. I don't know where he is in our league.
Oh, he's not on my team.
He's on your team, right? Yeah. So in my other league, I got him. But he is going to become. Murray's going to be the RB2 for sure. But I think you're going to see his workload increase because I think you're going to see as the year wears on, Williams is not really geared for it quite yet in his career. And they're going to have to go to him. At which point, he becomes the RB2. And Freeman now plays RB3 in goal line or the play action where they're seeing a lot of running room. So like in other words, you get into the 3rd quarter and you're doing so well in your passing game that your play action's working well, and it opens up a pretty good sized hole because Freeman cannot motor through that line anymore like he could 5-6 years ago.
Well, you know who can? Latavius Murray.
Yes, which is why you need to pick him up.
I almost
have
think
him.
you should have picked up Latavius Murray when he was a Saint 2 weeks ago.
It's very true.
Because
he was a Saint
Alvin
2 weeks ago.
Kamara could crap out. I know he's young. What?
Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, he hasn't been doing that great.
At
But it's not his fault. It's
not.
Saints.
It's not.
That's a whole. Yeah.
And can we talk about their quarterback situation for a second?
Okay, it's Sean Payton. He needs to put in what's his name, Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill needs to go in because
man.
I had this. Listen, we're all over the place. We're not even finishing one thought.
We're not.
Okay, but
That's okay.
Let's go back. Ravens, Tyson Williams. The first week that they brought Latavius over, he's done okay. I'm looking at his stats.
He hasn't been great yet. He's
like
gonna be.
15,
He's
9.
gonna be.
I don't think he's gonna be.
By mid-season.
Because
the back half of the season
they're
is
giving
what
a hell of a lot of work to Latavius Murray coming over from another team on the same week that they brought him in. So I would think that they must like Latavius more secretly.
Oh, they could. They could.
So keep
could.
your eye on that. I think Devontae Freeman is not worth your time.
No.
But let's jump over to the Saints.
Yes.
Saints. Well, Jameis has been a dumpster fire no matter where he's ever been. I was really hoping that his LASIK surgery would make him throw less interceptions.
No.
Week 1.
I think it made his eyesight worse.
Listen, week 1 was beautiful. I'm like, oh my God, this guy is like for real. He's out of Florida State Seminoles, right?
Ooh.
Go Gators.
Go Gators.
Anyway. So he's out of Florida State.
Go Gators.
And he's supposed to be this great, amazing thing. He comes on to the Buccaneers and he's trash. The greatest thing, though, was, like, for fantasy, he has a lot of garbage time production. But he's got some ridiculous stat where he's got, like, the most touchdowns in one season, but he's also thrown the most interceptions.
Yes.
His touchdown to interception ratio is, like, something ridiculous, like 52% interceptions.
Right.
Which is awful.
Well, that was 2 years ago he had that record. Right? Was it 2 years ago?
He was the quarterback in Tampa Bay before Tom Brady. Him and Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I want to say that was 2 years ago. Yes. That was a terrible stat. But
we lost Tom Brady. When did we lose Tom
I know,
Brady?
Right?
And then what did they do with Jameis Winston? Bye! We're sending you to the Saints. The Saints really needed to beg Drew Brees to stay a hot more second.
They should have. And you know what? So, good old Jameis.
AAU Triton has no idea what we're talking about.
That's okay. Jameis has 259 yards.
I know way too much about football.
He is at 5 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. He's literally on pace to do exactly what we just talked about.
Yeah,
which is a 50-50 split.
Well, the first week he
That's
had
terrible.
like 30-something fantasy points, I think.
That isn't. He has 39.96, but
okay,
that's
no, he had
in my PPR
29
league,
points
29
the first
points
week, and then the second week he had 10 because he
10.
turned into the toad that he always was.
the dumpster fire that he is.
So, yeah, the first week, 5 passing touchdowns, I was like, wow, maybe Sean Payton really turned him around.
Nope.
And then it was like, shit.
All right.
And it was against Carolina. Like, come on. I know that they're supposed to be getting better, but I really don't think they've gotten better. Although they've won 2 games in a row. Watch tonight. They're on tonight.
The dumpster fire. You turned him around. Nope. There it is.
I'm telling you. Like, so this big story was that Jameis got LASIK.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
I can remember, like, my brother got LASIK. And
his eyesight's way better.
listen, he went like 6 weeks after we were in a best ball golf tournament. So that for those of you that don't golf, it's like everybody on the team hits the ball and then you all suck. So you just go to the best one.
Right.
And then you hit again and then you just take whatever the best shot is, add it up for everybody. So you could all suck and hopefully somebody gets a good one. Anyway, so we all suck bad. And
terrible.
We're looking, and I've always been known in the family, I'm the only one that doesn't have glasses.
Yeah. Very true.
They're like, hey, where's this ball? We're looking for it. My brother's like, it's way down over there. I can see it's a speck. I can't even see it. And we walk over there, and I'm like, well, surgery worked.
There it is. Surgery worked.
Magic. So I'm thinking, Jameis, he's going to get this LASIK surgery. Maybe he won't throw to the other team.
Yeah, no, throws to him all the time.
Because if you've ever watched this man, it's like, oh, you're on the opposite team. I'm going to put it right in your breadbasket.
Maybe he's colorblind.
No, I don't think so. That's why we do
Maybe
dark
he's
and
colorblind.
lights. We do darks and lights.
He's colorblind. Yes. So, what is the projection for your fantasy team in our league
this week, or
like
in general?
just in general? Because there's a section in there that will show you
so,
where you're projected to finish.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure that I was projected to.
I think mine was like 4th.
Oh no, I'm like 1st or 2nd.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you're like up there.
Yeah, but that means crap.
Oh, well, it's a long season.
That means crap.
If I could finish 4th, I think I'd be happy. I would definitely be happy if I could finish 4th. My other league, right now I currently sit in 9th, but
I came in 2nd in the draft.
I thought 6th.
Score, and then let's see if it. It did tell me that. It does say somewhere how many games I was projected.
It's
to
in
win.
like there's like in the summary.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Right.
Yeah.
In the summary, it'll tell you.
It says I have the easiest strength of schedule.
Wow, really?
Right. So that's good.
Okay.
I should finish. Their projection is that I would finish with an 11-4 record.
That's not bad though.
And I would come in 4th place, it says.
We're playing each other this week. You are gonna like annihilate me.
Is it this week?
Yeah, it's
I'm
this
sorry.
week. You are gonna absolutely give me a whooping.
I'm projected for
like 106 or 7
9
points.
points more than you right now.
Yeah.
And I haven't even. I gotta get on this. I don't know if I have anybody playing tonight, but I haven't even gone through my lineup and set what I wanted. No, it's fine. This week I don't have anybody tonight.
You are gonna kill me this week, and there's nothing I can do. I've got all of my highest projected point players slotted.
Right.
My bench is like half
you know
of what I
never give
played.
up on miracles.
But
they surprise me all the time.
I really do want to. I think I'm gonna play at least the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna try to play Patrick a little bit more.
Tim Patrick?
Yeah.
You know what? I added Tim Patrick in. I don't know the other league, so I always add. You're supposed to, right? I always add players based on my crap positions. So in our league, my running backs, they shouldn't be. I have Najee and Jonathan Taylor. They should be carrying the weight. Najee helped last week, but it was like a joke. I'm like, these clowns killing my team.
Killing me, Smalls.
Such a high draft capital on them, and I can't get any points. So I've been trying to chase running backs, but I did pick up Tim Patrick in the other league, and Cortland Sutton definitely did better. But Tim Patrick scored a respectable amount past week.
Yeah, he did.
I could have played him.
I think he got 10 or 11 points.
Right, which is better than some other people.
But
Corey Davis.
He's better than putting in. I mean, I have Sammy Watkins. They're all about the same. They're all 7 points and change. So Sammy Watkins, although Darius Slayton.
Why did you pick up Darius Slayton?
Because he's been the first 2 weeks he's gotten just a little bit better from week 1 to week 2. So I am hoping that trend continues just a little bit more, and he'll be a good bench rider for me.
Okay, so I picked up Darius Slayton last year, and he did
marginally
well.
I don't expect him to be much better this year, but
my hope is we both have him 2 different leagues.
Oh, I know.
This boy needs to man up.
Golladay needs to
honest to God.
He's gonna put on his big boy pants.
Listen, I know. My thought is, I have given Kenny Golladay more time than I normally give players. I used to say 3 weeks, that's a trend. If they start sucking, I get rid of them. Now, I know we have one more game this year, but I don't think that I can afford 3 weeks. I might be able to afford 2. I'm giving Kenny Golladay the benefit of the doubt because he's always been so great, even though he's on another team. I'm going to give him this week, but after this week, I'm really strongly considering dumping his ass.
See ya. But who do you replace him with?
Anybody,
right?
Anybody. He's been. Has he gotten anything of merit? I haven't even played him because I was afraid.
You know what? I'm gonna have to look. I'm not really sure. Let's see. Let me go to my other league. Kenny Golladay.
6-3. So
6-3. Yep.
This is a wide receiver that should be getting 12 to 15 with the occasional 22 magical game.
Yep.
I know he switched teams, but he should be way better.
He is at 2 games.
Sterling Shepard is
14.
on fire.
Is he really?
On fire. He's been eating those targets.
14, so Golladay, 14 targets, 7 receptions, 102 yards, 51 yards a game, 14 yards a reception. Yak, again, a yards after catch of only 2 yards. That is terrible.
Yeah, but look at
absolutely
fantasy performance
pitiful.
from Sterling Shepard first week, 17 points. I'm sure it's going to get a touchdown.
What do you get? He had 9 targets, 7 receptions,
touchdown.
113 yards with a touchdown.
But for Sterling Shepard to get 8.5 points, more than double the points that Kenny Golladay had. Who's got him?
Mike's got him. Lumpy.
Everybody but me. Paige and Mike. But I'm like, Kenny Golladay should be, by all metrics, a better receiver than Sterling Shepard.
Yes, should be. Very much.
I just
so.
don't know if you. But you
Maybe it's taking him a little
You
bit
ever
to
see-
kind of get into the groove.
When you look at Daniel Jones's face, I'm like, man, how do I trust this guy? He's
He
like
looks scared all the time. He's like
scared tiny child.
he does.
I feel bad for
He
him.
looks very scared.
He
Like somebody's
looks
gonna
like-
spank him out there.
Yeah, he looks like somebody that's like. Actually, I was looking up his high school stats, and he was terrible. I don't know how the hell he didn't get any like scholarships.
It is amazing how some of
College.
those guys make it. I don't understand
You know what's-
like what the draft people and the coaches see on some of these guys, but there's got to be something there. I mean,
It might be the coach's fault.
like, well, for instance,
Throwing that out there.
like, so when we, because we live up here in New England, right? So
Yeah.
we watch the Patriots. Obviously, we watch the Patriots.
More
So
than the Patriots.
when you looked at like Mac Jones, right? So Mac Jones was predicted to go higher than what he did. So then we pick him up, and they say he's a really like smart kid. So I look at people like Tua, right, or like Trey, right? They're obviously very good because it's some stupid number, like only 2% of college players make the NFL. It's a ridiculously low percentage. So you obviously, just to make the NFL, you have to be good. But I am a firm believer that you can have all the talent in the world, but if you're just not smart, the talent don't mean anything. But if you have the brains and you're smart enough, you can acquire the talent. You know what I'm saying? So watching the Patriots. Man, I watched the Patriots like when they were having like
Look,
3 and
did
like
you hear Sean
13
earlier?
seasons.
We watched
Oh,
the
God.
Celtics. If anybody is
Oh my God.
a follower of the Celtics,
Whew.
it has been. I mean, we're talking.
That's some tough loving right there.
It's subarctic in the
Yep.
Celtics love zone.
Did we talk about Tatum the other day? Did I tell you what I read on him?
You started talking, but I think you got distracted.
He made some statement
That he
that
doesn't want to
said,
go anywhere else.
yeah,
I
and
know
if he
specifically.
has if they are looking to trade him now, that he's just going to retire and not play.
I hate Brad Stevens. I can't. He's like, I thought, like Doc Rivers in the
I'm
glory
like-
years, I was like, this is going to be great.
Yay!
And then we get, I'm like, Brad Stevens, they're like, it's going to be a rebuilding year. I'll try like 8.
And now he's making all the decisions on what guys
That's
are coming.
what I'm saying. They were like, oh, he sucks really bad. Let's promote him. Excuse me while you make the Celtics suck more. So
God.
anyway, as Patriots fans, it could get a lot worse. So we're doing pretty
could
good
get
as
a lot
far as
worse.
I'm concerned here.
Could get a lot worse.
Yeah, we could still have Cam Newton. I love
you
Cam
know
Newton.
what?
I'm sorry, Cam. I love you.
I want to go.
Suck.
I want to go get the night
Yeah, go get the other thing.
night shift brewery beers, and when I come back, let's talk about the fair really quick before
Really
the
quick. You
before the end of the stream here.
You get time. Don't forget
So-
mine, because this one we polished off as a 1-for-1, and I think there wasn't quite enough.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there. I don't remember what you picked, but you had 2, so that
Just a little night shift a week.
night shift awake.
It
And I
is
assume that's
a
why the coffee is involved.
Porter aged coffee.
I mean, I picked it because there's an owl on the can.
Yes. So, night shift a week. It's a pint, 6.7. So it's a porter, coffee porter. So these guys started. They're only 10 years old. So they were started in 2012. Just like most of these start, group of friends. They are brewed canned, Night Shift Brewing in Everett, Massachusetts. So, for those of you that may live in Boston or the surrounding area,
Go West, young man.
go up and over to Night Shift Brewing. But this is their coffee porter, which at one point in my life, I never used to drink this because it was like too dark. It was too heavy. Then once I started brewing my own, That's all I want. I don't want
It's so cold. That
Bud Light and...
Very light scented.
Ooh, yeah.
Like I'm
I
ready
can
to
smell
like
the coffee, but you gotta take a big huff of it because there ain't much there.
And I have allergies, so that means it's even worse. I can't
That's
smell it.
awesome.
I've been dying lately.
Live on YouTube, we watch Lindsay blow up like a balloon.
You might. I don't have shots for another 2
Violet,
weeks.
you're turning violet.
Anaphylaxis live on screen.
Ooh, that's good.
This is.
That is
I hear your producer coming.
Yeah, she's coming probably that way.
Yeah.
The producer's coming through.
Yes, I'm not the producer. For those of you that missed the beginning, I saw a couple of them. We're not married.
They know the producer. They've seen her before, I think. Yes, they've seen the producer.
I'm making her a space to get by in this.
Although you
shift.
might think we were one and the same.
I'm waiting. I'm so excited. Here she comes.
And what happens is the more we hang
Look
out,
at this setup
the
now.
more
Yeah,
and more we
ridiculous.
Sean was gonna ask me to look up depth charts and stuff. Probably.
the more
Making
we
some space.
Thank you. Hold on, put on my
You take your time.
right down.
Oh, hello, our stuff. Do you know our stuff?
Nope.
I don't think I do. Hello, welcome to the stream.
Fix my pants before I walk.
You Oh, there's only
Hi, Max.
19 of them here.
Hi, Max.
Friends.
They're watching me in
Max
my
is here.
really
Hi, Carla.
sweaty work clothes.
So you
Throwing out
guys will
file
find
cabinets.
that
Yeah, I did.
I saw you on Facebook.
Drizella's here.
I brought home the other shelf if that's something you need.
Hi, Vicky.
Ooh, our stuff is a huge Patriots fan. I like it.
No, that means that you're one of my new favorites.
Yes.
Which
Oh,
is
so
not
it's,
saying much since I only know like
it's,
3 of you.
Local.
And when I say know you,
like it.
I recognize your names from another stream.
Yes.
Listen, you cannot go that way.
Alright,
So-
but let's talk this beer. It's
Yes. Can you leave that gate up?
Yeah.
Thanks.
In your face.
So I'm trying to avoid that because it will happen. The little influencer. Oh, all right. So Costa Mom asked, "How's the little influencer doing with her sales?" She is crushing it.
Because
So-
Auntie Lindsay bought 15 boxes of
And
dulce
these-
de leche owls.
Oh, you did? I haven't seen that yet.
Oh yeah, and
But-
I think 2 of the caramel apples.
I put it out to a lot of these
Oh, I saw
people in
Brian,
the blue.
I think,
Oh my
bought
god,
some.
and Costa Mom, and
You're dang
there's
right.
a whole bunch of people there.
Yo,
so
if you haven't eaten the dulce de leche owls or you didn't order them, you need to go back and add them.
Oh.
Because I was like, when I was a
Can I
kid, they had
say
these
that
dulce.
Lindsay's the only person I know that says that word right.
Yeah, there you
Yes.
go.
Nobody else can ever pronounce that word.
Well,
so.
anyway, so I was like, I need these, and then I ate them, and I was like, damn it, I didn't order enough, and I can't get them for a whole year. Like
So-
the cookies I have in the freezer, it's horrible. I hate the Girl Scouts.
It's wicked funny. We get to like, so she ordered a bunch, and then she ate a bunch, and then last year we got into like December, and she's like, "Oh, I'm kind of running low," and then we got to like late winter and early spring, and she's like, "I've got to ration my last box to make
I
it."
need you fix. I literally just ate the last box like last month.
Oh
I wrote
man.
I mean, not that the other ones aren't good, but the owls are the
Oh, I
best.
should probably like my own stream. Hey, if you are just getting here, please hit that like button. By the way, I
Yeah,
haven't
they did, Sherry.
said
You
it,
can buy
so
them.
hit the like button. If you have not subscribed, subscribe because we have a lot of cool stuff coming up the next couple of weeks. Hit the bell notification so you know when the stream starts. We're gonna be watching, live band. There's a pumpkin festival. You'll watch
Call
us.
that a band?
So, Topaz.
Oh, that band.
Topaz,
Oh,
that
I was like,
band.
we are a
No,
Motley
we
Crue.
are a thing. We're a thing. I don't know what thing we are.
Live
but we're a thing.
entertainment
So,
of some kind.
Anyways, this coffee porter is fantastic. It's
I've had
smooth.
some, coffee stouts.
not bitey.
Sometimes, like where they're really
Mhm.
I got coffee, but I also got butthole.
Yes, and it's not that.
No, this is fantastic.
And I found sometimes that coffee stouts can also be very very bitter because of
Yep.
the bean
Well,
bean
'cause
blend
coffee
they're
is
using.
anyway.
Yeah, and they don't like filter it out enough. So this is really good. You guys want to try some of this? Definitely, 100%.
Absolutely.
This I would love to have this with a steak. That's what we need. We should go get some steak.
I mean, I'll have steak, but me and coffee and steak, I don't think so. I know I've had some coffee dusted like fillets. I get you, but
You gotta love coffee, though. I guess
this is
I love coffee.
like I want to sit down after dinner.
It is kind of dessert-esque. I could, yeah.
I don't
you
know
could
if
do
I
that.
need to
Dessert.
have it with dessert. Maybe if I had some snacks, like you promised, I would know how this went.
A dead band? We may be a dead band by the time that's over on the 2nd.
I'm gonna start dead, yeah.
So, she's at 80% of her goal. Wow.
Yeah, no, she was at like her goal's only like 300, and I think I spent like 150. So you're welcome.
Oh my God.
It's an owl problem.
It's an owl problem.
It's not. I mean, I love Stella, but it's a different.
It's an owl problem?
Yeah, it's an owl problem.
So, speaking of unhealthy choices, so for those of you that were there, thank you. But for those of you that haven't seen it, go back and watch. On Monday, I did what was supposed to be a 3 to maybe 4 hour stream, turned into a 9-hour stream from the Big E Fair.
Also, Sean
So-
mentioned that I'm a chef, but I work professionally as a nutritionist,
Yes.
so
Yeah, so
let's talk that a hot second. Because I'm like,
so if you
fried
watch
cheese.
Monday's stream, it's like, what are you doing? I'm gonna go get this fried mozzarella stick that's literally as round as a hot dog in a bun, and it's literally a big hunk of fried mozzarella.
Maybe bigger.
It could have been bigger. It was massive. So
Let's talk the fair.
let's talk the fair. So she, like, I know a lot about the fair. I've been a lot, but she's literally like the resident expert.
I've been like
on
every
the
year
fair.
of my life except for COVID.
Yeah, but she
One
doesn't.
more.
It's not like so. I may go up for like a day,
Oh, I
maybe
can't.
2, but she goes up every year for like days. I think this might have been, at least in recent
This is
memory,
one of my shortest ones.
one of the shortest ones you've ever been.
Yeah, the last time I went, I
So-
went for 4 days.
Yeah, it's like literally days.
Yeah.
So
Usually 2 is my minimum. Like if I can't make it any other day, like I have gone up for day trips, but it like breaks my heart because I want to go and see everything,
Like
and I
again,
really feel
and-
like you can't. Those of you that have ever been to the Big E, or those of you that are thinking about going, it's something that you probably want to set aside. It's like a small version of like a real big theme park. You want to set aside some extra time where you can go take a break, go back.
Yes,
in. Especially
yes.
since like fairs are all about eating. Really,
oh my God, and the food there. If you can't find something to eat there, you're doing something wrong.
Or you don't know where the
Or you
food
don't,
is.
or you don't know where the food is that you want. So, yes, Triton, that is where you made the last minute comeback at the very end of the night. So I would say I had my favorite thing, which is that bread bowl, the broccoli bread bowl from that, and there's literally only one place that serves it. That one cart.
You know, fail. There is another place.
Where?
But you
I've
didn't
never
ask me.
I've never seen it.
Okay, well, there was in years past 3. But when we were there this year, I only noticed a second one, which I think the soup is better. You get the
Where's-
one on the midway, like right going in from gate 9.
Yes, over near the
Near the cheese curds.
Near the cheese curds, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the other
Where's
one,
the other one?
is a local
Really?
place. It's I'll pull up. They're right in front of, I believe, what's the Center State Building, Connecticut? No, not Connecticut.
Nope.
Next one,
New Hampshire, Connecticut, Maine.
Maine. So it's right in front of the main building, and if you came out of that
So
beer
far-
garden that we were in, if you took a left,
Yep. If I take
it's
a
like
left.
right there. It's like it's in front of, what is that? It's not the Storatown Tavern that has the outside.
Yep.
It's
Is it
right
to the
outside.
left of that?
It's between Storatown Tavern and the beer garden.
Oh, I thought that was all the same thing.
No, there's in front of it. There's like a wooden booth. I found
Night, Dada.
I found your little
Good
influencer.
night, little influencer.
Night, everyone.
Hey, you want to come here for a minute?
Yeah.
So,
See you
listen.
later, tiny pal.
I have to go quick because it's super late out.
It is super late. So come here, before you go to bed. There are a lot of people here that are helping you with Girl Scouts right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
say hi.
you may want to
Thank
say
you.
hi and thank you because a lot. You gotta look at the camera here. The camera's here. You won't be able to see yourself, but a lot of the people here at home have done a lot of good stuff for you today. So they're helping you by helping you fundraise. So what do you think we should do?
Say thank you.
Yeah. So go ahead, look in the camera and tell them.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay. All right. Tell everybody good night. Go to bed.
Good night, everyone.
All right.
Have a fun day tomorrow.
So,
See ya.
yes. So, I love that bread bowl. Good night, Belle. So I love that bread bowl. It's probably one of my favorite things there. I did get the poutine.
You did get the poutine.
And the poutine.
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 If you call
Right?
if you're in northern Vermont, like
Yep.
you're right on the
Oh wait,
Canadian
where's
border,
Sam?
If you say poutine, they're like,
Is Sam Weld here? So Sam, he's one of our moderators here. He has a little a stream channel that he started, a YouTube channel, which is a lot of fun. He did like a retro night the other night. That was an incredible amount of fun. It was awesome.
Okay.
Anyways, I would be curious to ask him how he pronounces it, right? Because so like around here, a lot of us, when we say, "Oh yeah, we'll have poutine," we all know what
I
you
mean,
mean,
like I would
right?
call it
Like
poutine
you would
because everybody would be like, "What are you talking
because
about?"
everybody would be like, "What are you talking about?" But found out the other day when we were at the fair on day 2, the next day after the stream, it's poutine.
Okay, well, that's because I have a friend that's from Newport, Vermont, which, if you're not familiar, borders Canada.
Sam is
And
from Canada, way
Sam
up.
is from Canada.
Yeah, like way, like he's.
And as I
Beyond
went
the
up
border.
there, I went to this place. If you've never been, Lake Willoughby is amazing, especially for like local travel. If you want to go up there, like nobody goes. Well, okay, you have to like outdoors. If you like hiking, I love kayaking. We bring kayaks up there, and then you can go up to Newport, which is a city.
Sherry says poutine.
Putin.
Poutine.
But yeah,
It was
when you
good.
go up there, so like, of course, I'm up there and I'm like, I'm gonna go on a poutine quest. So I'm calling these places and they're like, okay, so one poutine.
Poutine.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Poutine.
I love it. Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it is. It's right. You can walk to Canada from Newport. There's like a walking trail. They say it's only like 6 miles or something. They're lying. It's quite long.
So if you have not already, I would, I know there are some people ninja watching, and I did see a couple of different gray names in here, like our stuff. I thought I saw Tiffany earlier, but if you guys have not already, can you head over to Rope Drop and make sure you subscribe? Look up Rope Drop and make sure you go over there, subscribe, make sure you support him. That is Pat. He is live just about every day, and that's what he does for his living. He's down in the Orlando area. You'll see him in theme parks, and like today we were at like Habaneros. We had a little late lunch and stuff, so he's gonna be doing a stream on Saturday night. So like the same time I'm streaming Topaz, if you hit his button when he goes live, you can jump over there and say hi and watch him for a while and help him out. He's doing a little after dark, so make sure that you guys are subscribed to him. But getting back to the fair.
Don't mind me. I'm ordering a pizza.
So I had two things. So what I liked about the poutine was the overall texture, the consistency of it was great. So my favorite gravy comes from AAU, listen up, the Freiburg Fair in Maine. That is my favorite place to get that for the flavor, because they do something. There's a little cart up there, a little booth, which is it looks very similar to the one that's at the Big E. I don't know if it's the same company or whatever, but there is something they just do different with their gravy. The problem with the Freiburg Fair is that the consistency and texture of it, like they have really huge, the last couple of times I've gotten it, like these massive chunks of curds. The Big E, it was nice. It was like little hunks with really hot gravy, so it all kind of melted down in the center. It was the consistency of it was so yummy to eat. But it was really good anyways. What is your favorite thing to get there?
Oh, I already told you. I know it's totally
they
not.
don't know what it is though. So.
All right, so like not, it's something that is not a traditional fair food.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody's from New York, I'm not sure where they are in New York, but you need to check this place out. All right, my pizza will be ready in 35 minutes.
Awesome.
Anyway, so I found this place on accident. We've gone so many years to the fair. We try everything that's new, you know. My favorite thing at the Big E is right in the main gate, which is gate 9. If you've never been there, you can go in the other. They all have numbers, right? Mm-hmm. So basically, the other gates are on like the main roads, and then the Big E has this big grass parking lot that they have gate 9, and in front of gate 9, going right up, there's a lot of food when you first walk in.
There's a ton of food.
And before you get to the end, it's like the second to last booth on the right-hand side. It's near the Court of Honor stage, which is the stage that's like free for those of you that have been to the Big E before. It's the one that like used to have all the acts before they added the fancy new stage. Like I remember I saw like the tokens there.
Yes!
That was cool. Anyway, Kenny Rogers, I think we saw there. Anyway, Dimitri's Greek food, so good. The best thing out of there for me is the shish kebabs.
Oh my God.
I'm not even certain that they're actually shish kebabs. I'm not certain they're not. A shish kebab would mean shish. Everybody calls something a shish kebab when it's on a stick. A shish kebab is only if it's lamb.
Right,
Shish
and I
is
don't
lamb.
think that's lamb.
It could be lamb. It might be beef. I'm not sure. It's definitely not pork.
No, it's not pork.
Yeah,
no.
I've had great kebabs that were pork, and this is definitely not. It's definitely a red meat.
It's the first time I ever had it was Tuesday when we were leaving.
I was like, man,
and it was
you
incredible.
need this.
I was sorry I didn't get 2 of them because I only got 1.
Yeah, I mean,
I was so sorry.
They're
I didn't
pricey.
get 2.
I mean, it's a fair, so it was like $9, I think.
Yeah, it's like $8 or $9, and I think you only get like 5 or 6 cubes of meat on there.
I mean, it's a big kebab.
It's okay. I mean, it's not a bad size.
But it's just a kebab, and it's the greatest thing. They have probably also the best gyros that I've ever had. I like, so we got a traditional gyro, which is the lamb, the other day, and that just like, oh, you know what I think it was? That was the tzatziki. Like I was, because on the way home I'm like covered in tzatziki, and I'm like, it's probably the tzatziki. I don't know if it's the meat or whatever, but my favorite gyros from them are the chicken ones. But but the lamb ones are really good too. But the kebabs are the.
And they have a lot of everything up there. You can get like shawarma. So we got this shawarma place in Providence that we really, really like, and they have a shawarma booth in the back of Connecticut.
Connecticut has it, right? And also I believe the Young Building had the same.
Did they?
It was the same company.
Same company.
So I don't know where they're out of, but.
And now, so it had been. If you guys go and watch the stream, I think I say it once, twice, maybe 3 times. This is the first year I've gone in probably 5 or 6 years, I think, and now you can find like a bar or some sort of watering hole just about anywhere. They had vodka bars. They have regular Irish bars in the Young Building, I believe it was, or the Better Living Center. The Better Living Center.
One
of them had a really awesome like Irish bar setup.
The Young Building has like actual
full
bars
on
that
bar.
they put in
It was like a full on bar, and then all around the outside, like along all the main like food concourses and the midway food concourse, they have these vodka. What do they call them? It's like a vodka.
Oh, they call them the V bars.
The V bar.
Yeah.
So it's all like vodka drinks. They had a couple that were like a tent oasis, kind of tucked away. They have a couple of beer halls. They have the beer garden that we were at. If you, it is like, man.
If you're not looking upon a bar or like either a bunch of beer gardens or whatever, or like a margarita or martini bar, you need to like step to the side.
Right.
Like you've missed one.
Right. So I can remember when I first started going to this fair, it was a struggle to find somewhere to get a beer.
Oh, yeah.
Just to get a beer, it was a struggle. So, like the beer halls, and there were only 2 of them. There was one kind of up towards Gate 9, kind of near the front of the gate, and then there was one going towards the back, kind of around the state buildings. Those were the only 2 places, and they were always jam-packed because it was the only place to go. Then they opened the beer garden outside of Maine, and now, like 5 years later since I've been, there is like, I mean, I could have went anywhere within a 30-yard walk and gotten something to drink. So
I think that you've noticed that over the years they've done a lot of of their own promotion of like alcohol. Like the Big E has that first, like when you come down, I think that's like New England Avenue or something. When you come in Gate 8, they have street names.
They do.
Those of you
there
that
are street names in there.
So anyway, New England Avenue, Gate 9. When you first come in Gate 9, there's that pool that's always set up.
Yes.
It's like a pool company.
There is.
Used to be a bunch of pools over there, but they added those 2 wooden barns. One of them is like their farmer's market
Yep.
or whatever. You can
Yep.
buy some Big E stuff, but you buy like jellies and some cheeses and stuff like that. But the first building now they added was like the Big E wine bar. Which
was cool.
I didn't get in there this year. I hear that they also had a wine slushy, so I messed up.
Oh, really?
Should have gone.
Oh, you messed up?
If you go to the Big E, get the Frosé in the Connecticut building.
Connecticut building.
It was fantastic.
And I'm not into wine.
And, you know,
and that
if
thing
somebody
was incredible.
can hit them up to ask them what kind of wine they put in that machine, it was amazing. It was like
Yes,
it had like
Coach.
a blackberry kind of thing going on.
Coach, they have a
good.
beer garden. So if you watch that stream at the very end of the stream, at the
They have
end
like
of the
3
night,
of them.
that's where we were. We were in the beer garden right outside of Maine.
We were in the Sam Adams beer
Yeah.
garden. There is more than one.
There is more than one. They have a beer garden and they have 2 beer halls throughout that.
Yeah, because I
fair
think technically that other place where you were eating the poutine or putzin or
Putzin.
Putin.
The Putzin.
Any
Oh,
of those
that was
products. That was also a beer garden. I
that
think.
was a tavern.
Was it?
It was what was the name of it now?
I don't know, but they wanted to service that cider bomb, which
Oh,
was the caramel
I couldn't
apple
do
with the
it.
2 cider. No, absolutely not.
So the
You think
place
I have space for that? Come on.
when I got my poutine, everybody else was looking for food and we walked. It was just a short walk, 20, 30 yards away, and there was this little makeshift tent tavern, and they sold these things called cider bombs, and it was a big old glass of cider
Yes, if for those of
with
you that
a caramel topped rim, a caramel cinnamon rim, with like a whole caramel apple,
like covered the whole.
and then like 2 like
It was a-
honking like apple munchkins on top through a shish kebab spear.
it was a
thing.
boot stein.
Oh my
I don't know if it was
God.
a plastic boot. He was like, we gotta get one. And I was like, you know what I don't want to eat as a nutritionist?
that
I can't
stuff.
eat apple.
Right?
No, I would have eaten 2 donuts.
I'm like,
Come
man.
on.
I'm like, it's just the sugar
It was
overloading
like,
that alone.
yeah, right when you come in the fair, if you were coming from Gate 9, taking a right, going past the big slide, past the circus, right on that corner. They put the camels over there now. Like, I think.
Yes,
Used-
there were camels.
Yeah,
over
it
there.
used to be the.
Watch out, they spit.
Actually, if you listen to the presentation, it said that those camels.
They don't spit?
No, the Bactrian camels that
Yeah.
were there do not spit, but dromedaries, the 2 humps, do. I
Do?
think that's what I heard on the announcement. Don't quote me.
They have the famous Dead Sea Tupperware. Listen,
Still good.
still good.
Yeah, no, they definitely they moved. They used to have like the petting zoo and the like elephant rides and stuff.
That's
right
what
there.
was missing there.
No, they're there. They're just further up.
Oh,
they're
I see.
in
I
that
didn't
second
notice them. They
section.
used to be like there.
They used to be right
Yeah.
there, and then now they're like where that second section is past the
Past the pool place?
past the spa place.
Yeah, the spa
Yeah,
place.
so you go past the spa place, and then there's actually another gate there. I don't know what gate that is. 1,
It's
I
gotta
think.
be 1 or 2. It's gotta be
Yeah.
1 or 2.
Anyway, if you go past the Court of Honor stage and then you hang right, like,
Mm-hmm.
because it cuts Storowtown, like it heads toward the Vermont
Yes.
building. That's where the animal rides were. I didn't
And
notice if there was a
Storowtown's
petting zoo.
cool.
Yeah, Storowtown though, like, kind of
It's
broke
like
my
a-
heart this year because I thought it was at like
No.
50% capacity.
Yes. Oh, so that's a really good point, right? So how many times did I say to you, this place has to only be at, they got to be missing 25% of the vendors that they would normally have in all the buildings. So
Yeah, I
There was
thought
a
that
lot more open
Storowtown,
space.
Storowtown, the actual that main barn that they have.
cheers, coach.
Main barn was at like, I mean, there's only like 12 vendors that fit in there, but if there were
Yes.
6, I'd be amazed.
I think that might be being generous. There's 1, 2, 3,
There might have been
4,
6.
5.
So it's like the smallest
6?
building
Maybe
that's there
6.
that you know does that
Maybe
stuff.
6.
And then even outside Storowtown, I felt like there were less vendors set
Yes.
up.
Yeah.
So Storatown was definitely the biggest hit. So craft local
But if you ever
vendors.
go there, it's like a recreation of like a town out of like the 1800s.
Yeah, and then they
Yeah,
have
it's
like
really cool.
their staff dresses up in like period
Yep.
wear.
Yep, and they have like a brick schoolhouse, a big white steepled church. You know, they have like
Blacksmith.
the blacksmith. So if you watch back, if you missed it, if you watch that stream, you'll see where we were talking about like the cow. You're like, what do you do with the cow after you get your 600 pounds of beef? I'm like, you take the hide and you made all the
They
leather.
called
You know,
it the
so
last cow, and
the
I was
last
like,
cow.
how dare you turn him into leather at the end?
So, all right. So since it is 5 minutes of 8, we are gonna wrap things up here. So thanks for coming on. You're gonna see more of her.
Maybe you should make a separate
So-
NFL one because we went on for a long.
Yeah, we did. So we may do a separate NFL
So
one.
that
Maybe
these
during the
people
week
that
on
don't
like
wanna watch, like
Tuesday
Wednesday.
or Wednesdays or something like that. Yeah,
After
maybe we'll
Labor
do
Run?
Tuesdays or Wednesdays. And then I think I would like to, now that we're gonna get into October, I think I would like to go and maybe do our Tin Can Thursday. Maybe we'll do like a remote broadcast because there's a lot of good breweries with like Oktoberfest style beers around. So that
Wanna
may
go out to
be
dinner on another night? Sure.
yeah,
Why
you know,
not?
Thursday night for like dinner, appetizers, and some Oktoberfest
You
beers.
said there were snacks
So-
tonight, so you owe me a snack.
I owe you a snack now. I owe you. See, I lured her in with snacks,
And here I am, no snacks.
and then I made her order her own pizza.
Yeah, bye. I'm not bringing it back here. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So I think that's maybe what we'll do is we will talk football on a separate night for those of you that like to talk football, and then we'll keep Tin Can Thursdays. Maybe we'll do Tuesdays. You want to do like Touchdown Tuesday?
I guess
We could review the week.
If anybody actually wanted advice, they
Right.
would want it on Tuesday.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Maybe that's the thing
Because
to do.
the waivers run Tuesday
night
before
until Wednesday morning. So
Yeah,
that
we
may
can
be
have
the
y'all,
thing to do. For
you know,
those
send in
fantasy
comments.
players, which some of them aren't here, because I've been
Yeah.
kind of watching the chat.
Well, la-di-da.
You know. Anyways, so I hope you guys made an incredible amount of points tonight. Again, Saturday there is an After Dark scheduled over at Rope Drop. So if you have not gone over there yet, make sure that you go over there and hit the reminder, because I saw it right before we came on. Go Bills. Get that trash out of my chat.
I accept you, Coach N. I think the Bills are great.
You know what? Coach N is like, you would like Coach N. He's like our people.
Listen, I
Like
have,
with the crew that we like roll
as a
with, he's like our
Patriots fan,
people.
I have a lot of love for
So-
other teams and other players, and the Bills are, like, I was ready to jump ship last year and become a Bills fan.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
I'm with you, Coach N. Love them too.
Oh, thank you, AAU.
It's
Yep.
the only other stadium I've ever been to.
So AAU says he dropped the link for the After Dark. So make sure we're all watching that. I'm gonna have 2 devices going.
Uh-oh.
So, yes, Tiffany. Yes, please
Here we
do. Please do.
Hey,
Um,
don't forget, Sean said that if you can get him 10 subscribers before the 10th, I can paint his face with
yes.
a rainbow
So
unicorn.
that is on. I guess if we can get from 145 to 155 subscribers by
said it.
October 2nd.
'Cause
In between set, we'll start it, and then in between sets, she'll add a little bit more. So by the end, I have a full face painting. Or are you gonna do it all in the morning before we start?
I mean, I told you the later we get there, the uglier it's gonna be, and I think that's what they're really gunning for.
Well, we have to start.
you better
playing
hope that
at
I'm
10.
a good artiste.
Oh, good, bad. It's all gonna come off.
I mean, you're not that different than decorating a cake, are you?
no, it's like there is a lot of surface here to use. So
I'll try to avoid like
try not to get the eyebrows. Just avoid
no,
the
I just
eyebrow.
don't want the lid.
But
If I go above the lid, I
yeah,
don't
like
know.
nothing inside that circle. Only because after when I come home to shower, before the Jack-o'-lantern Spectacular stream that
No,
night
where is
also.
the Jack-o'-lantern Spectacular? Maybe I can get. Do they make like glow-in-the-dark face paint? Maybe
You know
that's
what you should
need.
do? If you're really talented, you could take Sherry Marr's QR code and like build it into the painting, so people could like shoot my cheek,
Yo, I've
the
seen
phone,
that QR
or
code.
my
I
shirt.
do not
It's
think.
right there. You
Yeah.
can't do that?
Baloney. You know what I might be able to do? I might be able to like print it out and stick it on your face. Yeah. Shari, can you print temporary tattoos? Is that a possibility? Because I'll put it right on top.
That
of this
would be
bald
incredible. Here, shoot the QR code
you get
on
too
the top
sweaty,
of the head,
maybe.
right? It's like, peel it off. Oh God. Yeah. So this Saturday is Topaz, and there is the After Dark. So make sure you're hitting that. On October 2nd, we are gigging at a little church, like what is it? Church fair.
It's a craft fair.
Craft fair at the church.
They do a fall fair.
So that's 10 to 2, but then later on at night, I'm going to restart a stream at about 7 o'clock. And I'm going to take you guys through the Roger Williams Jack-O-Lantern Spectacular that
Part
they
one.
do every year. And there are hundreds, or if not thousands of pumpkins there. And it is part 1 because I'm going to go back later in the month with the co-host and some friends of ours.
I might go the first time.
Yeah, you get some tickets. Come with me in a second. We
Let
can
me
do it
see
twice.
how awake I am.
Because what ends up happening at the Pumpkin Spectacular is the Jack-O-Lantern Spectacular is as the season goes on, they have to change out some of the pumpkins because they just don't last. Especially some of the smaller ones that are actually. I think your
I'm ahead of you.
computer's a little bit ahead by a couple of seconds, so you'll see it come up.
Yeah, Triton, I'm on it. I'm gonna
Star
be
Trek
looking.
Bridge crew gameplay just.
Oh! 9
okay.
left!
Okay.
This is happening!
This is happening. So now we're down to 9. Okay.
Yeah, any of you that are gray, I think you're not subscribed, so if you could
They
just
are
do
not.
that.
If they're gray, they're just not moderators.
Oh, well, you know what? I don't
Um,
speak the language, okay?
So yes, if you are new here, please subscribe. That would be fantastic. If you have not already, hit the bell notification. You'll catch the next couple of Saturdays. And on October 2nd, when we wake up in the morning, if we're going to go gig and we're at 155 plus subscribers, I guess I'm getting my face painted.
I'm gonna
But then
find
that
that
night
glow in
we're
the
gonna-
dark. If I find the glow in the dark, he's gonna keep it on
Oh,
all day.
no.
I don't care how melted it looks. I'll see you at night and I'm gonna just swirl it around.
Can I get a swirl right here in the center of my head?
Yeah,
Can you do-
I'll mix it all together, and by the time it
Can you
gets
make
here,
it-
it'll just look like a.
No, I want
poop
it like
smear.
here, so it's like hypnotic.
So you want a unicorn over the eye, and then.
And then like here, that way people look at it and get mesmerized.
So you look like Beneath the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, yes.
All right.
So that's what we're doing there. And then I guess through the month of October, we are going to start doing probably like a Tuesday, Wednesday thing for football. Probably Tuesday, because she brings up a good point where Tuesday's really where you're going to want some info on what happened Sunday, like Thursday, Sunday, Monday, so you can make your
We can
moves for
talk about
fantasy.
your problems. If you're a fantasy player,
Yes.
send
Yes.
us a comment direct, and we can. I'll talk
And
about my
then
problems. You
on,
can help me. I'll help you.
How many Thursdays are there in October? There are 4 or
Yeah, what
5?
You think
Let
I've got
me-
that memorized?
No, I'm going to look right here. Let's see my calendar.
Clown? Are you kidding?
Says
4.
4. Are there 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe like the next 4 Thursdays, we're gonna just try to pick a location somewhere, and we're gonna do our Tin Can Thursday on the road in celebration of Oktoberfest. We'll try some different Oktoberfest beers.
Okay, but I'll
So-
probably drink it mostly ciders.
We will do Oktoberfest cider.
You can drink beer.
Mm.
I'm gonna pick whatever I think.
She's
is
gonna end
most
up doing
exciting.
cider, but that's okay. So, with that being said, thank you everybody. We appreciate you all being here. Make sure that you welcome Lindsay. After the stream is over, please hit the like button, leave a comment. Let us know what you guys want to see, because that will help, and I'll get notifications for the comments. So if you are watching this now live, or you rewatch it at the end, leave a comment. Tell us what you want to see. Tell us what you want to see in terms of our NFL stuff, and then of course we will lead into basketball later. Tell us what you want to see Tin Can Thursdays, and leave us some suggestions of different places to go. So for right now, we'll see y'all later. Thank you for being here, and have a good night.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Let's see here.